Welcome back to the Anti Madden channel. We are back with part 2 of how to beat cover 2 Waggle-itis. We are going to take a look at another play that beats cover 2 with the same route combination. When you have a route combination that is successful, it doesn't hurt to try and run it from different sets so your opponent can't anticipate what's coming. Now, remember the 2 plays in this Waggle-itis series are only to be run when you have a high degree of confidence that you are facing cover 2. Your opponent needs to be in a cover 2. The play we're going to look at this time around is the PA waggle out of the single back tight flex. So let me just put this into a random play. Now we're going to try to get the same route combination with our receiver, which is Cobb in this example, on that deep corner route, and the tight end streaking so he can take that strong safety out of position so we can get space on the side. So the first thing we're going to do is put Rodgers on a streak on the right side. You see Rodgers is our tight end. We're going to put him on the streak. The next thing you want to do is put Adams, which is the left slot receiver. You want to put him on a hitch. And the last adjustment is going to be Eddie Lacy. You're going to put him on a pass block. So your play art is going to look, let's see if he's pass blocking here. Yeah, so your play art is going to look something like this. Now, there's one caveat or a couple caveats with this play. In my experience, single back formation is one of the worst, gives you one of the worst protection schemes. Like whenever you run a play action on a single back, a lot of times you will have defensive linemen block shedding. And especially if you're facing somebody like J.J. Watt or Geno Atkins, he may just block shed because he's got a high block shed and end up getting you and sacking you. So that's one thing you got to be aware of when you're running this play, that the block shed might come in and you might get sacked. But it doesn't happen all that often, and that's why we are blocking Eddie Lacy, to give us that extra protection, because you're going to need that time to let Randall Cobb, in this example, let his route develop down the field. So we've got all of our pre-snap hot routes made. The last adjustment is going to be to put Adams, the left wide receiver, and we're going to have to motion him to the right side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to motion him right behind the tight end, which is Rodgers, and then right as he gets behind him, we're going to snap the ball. So I'm just going to let this run and see what happens. I'm going to drop back, and we're looking for Cobb. As soon as he crosses, we hit back, and what you're going to do when you make this pass is you're going to have to pull back down and to the left on the controller, because if you don't do it, just like the other waggle play, the quarterback will overthrow the ball. One thing I like about this play is that the adjustments pre-snap are pretty quick. You can get it set up pretty quickly. Pull back. You see Cobb is wide open on the sideline. And again, with a fast receiver, you may be able to just outrun it, but you're going to gash people with this play, because if they're running cover 2, just the way the route combination sets up and takes that safety out of the way. Now this is a different one. Again, and the thing I've noticed is too, now right there, actually the strong safety bit and actually played Randall Cobb's route. So if we take a look at this real quick, he actually at the last second went over and tried to make a play on Randall Cobb's route. So if you look at Randall Cobb, then he breaks outside the safety right there at the last second, then breaks on it. One thing I've noticed when running it over and over is that a lot of the times the strong safety won't even make a play on the ball. It's kind of, and sometimes when I throw the ball early, so let me just try to throw the ball early right here. Right here I'm throwing it early. You see he's still staying with the tight end. Even though I've thrown the ball, he's still going with the tight end. So I think that last play was kind of a fluke, because it doesn't really happen all that often. But it's just something to be aware of, that if you see the safety trying to cheat over a little bit, you got to make sure you just don't throw it. But here, again, he just stays with the tight end, and he's just got all types of room over there. Now again, we're going to look at this play and how much yardage you can get on it. Now basically when I go in practice mode, I usually start all my practice mode at the 40-yard line. So I'm just going to see if we run it. See, he catches the ball right here at the 40, looks like the 39. So that's a 26 yard when he catches it. Then he's got 10, 15 yards after the catch. Ends up going out of bounds at around the 20. So that is a huge, huge gain to be getting every time you run this, anytime you see cover 2. And again, all these plays we're running these against are all cover 2. 19 different cover 2s, and you can see it's the same result. Same result. Now let's flip the play and see if we can get the same result going the other way. One of the things though, I would suggest though, if you're on a hash, then you want to run the deep corner route to the wide part of the field, right? So let me go and let me just move it to the right. Now when I run this play, I like running it from the left because then that just gives Randall Cobb a whole lot more room to operate on the right side of the field, and potentially even letting him, when he gets out there. Now you see that safety kind of bit a lot more over there, but it's still open, you know, and I think that depended on the coverage. So let me just try this one more time, see if it's the coverage that particular play, or if it's just because I'm on the left hash. Now it looks like it's because I'm on the left hash that the safety ends up playing it. Now right there, make sure you pass lead though, because make sure you pass lead the ball, because right there the safety, strong safety, still went with the tight end, even though you can see at the snap of the ball, if you take a look at that strong safety on the right side and the back, when he drops, look how he drops back into the right. So basically he's actually dropping into position of where Randall Cobb is going to be. But when I actually pass the ball right about here, I pass lead down into the left, and when the ball's in the air, look, the strong safety is still going with the tight end. He's still worried about the tight end, leaving all this room over here, and a big play for Cobb. So make sure you pass lead, because it's important to making sure that that safety doesn't break. So let me just try it without pass leading and see if the safety will break. Yeah, see, the safety breaks on it when I didn't pass lead right there. Let me try one more time to make sure that is what's actually happening. Let me see. Let me pass lead now. It looks like we go up against a 52 normal. I'm just going to pass lead. Oh, right there, he just gets past him, but it's an overthrow. So again, you've got the lower probability of it working if you don't pass lead down to the left, because either you overthrow the ball or you'll allow that safety to kind of make a play on it. Right there, I just underthrew it, and then just the strong safety is out of position. That's just a huge play. So let's run it from the other side, but let's flip it so that we're running it to the left part of the field, just to show you that you can run this play left hash, right hash, middle of the field. It's a really nice play. Let's flip it. Really nice play to run against cover 2. And lately, the reason I came up with this series is that lately I've been playing a lot of guys who are cover 2ing me. And again, when you flip it over, it's just the same thing. Put Rodgers, who's now on the left, put on a streak. Put the right slot receiver, Adams, on a hitch. Put Lacey on the block. Motion him and make sure you snap the ball right as he gets behind Rodgers. And you just wait. Same thing. I'm passing down and to the right this time because I'm going to the left. And obviously this time we're going to Greg Jones on the left. And it's the same result. It's getting wide open. And you should have success running this. Now right there you see Lacey kind of bumps into me. And right there was underthrown. So I guess that is a potential to happen. But you see all the times we've run it, it doesn't really happen that much. And I think it might have happened because of somebody getting bumped at the line of scrimmage. So let me just see what happened here. Okay, so we see that Jones actually gets bumped at the line, so that throws off that route. Then the tight end gets bumped. Richard Rodgers gets bumped. So basically the timing was thrown off. And then when I underthrew it right there, somehow the free safety makes a play on the ball and ends up picking it and jumping the route. So I don't think that that's going to be a regular occurrence, but you need to be aware that it could happen, and it's a decent price to pay for having a play that will just destroy cover 2. I mean, if it happens 1 out of 100 times, I'm cool with an interception like that because I know exactly where I'm going. It wasn't like I was pressured into it. It's just like, hey, you got lucky. Sometimes it happens in the NFL, happens in life. You're not going to have it happen the way you want every time. But when you do get it the way you want like this, it's going to be literally touchdowns and huge plays for you. So that's going to do it for part 2 of this Waggle-itis series. You're definitely going to come across people who are playing cover 2. So you might want to put this in your playbook, in your custom, and have it in your back pocket. Now, for me personally, I would get a couple other cover 2 beating plays. And then when you really want to destroy him, or it's late in the game and you need a big play and he's staying in cover 2 all game, you hit him with this, which would just put him out of commission. So I'll probably be releasing more videos on how to beat cover 2. Probably going to think about doing some videos where you can beat them up the sideline. The soft spot of cover 2 is right up the sidelines when the receivers get right behind the corners. Going to probably do a couple videos on those. So stay tuned for those videos. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out some of my other content at the end of this video. Until next time, the Anti Madden's out.